Kita nila yung mga, kasi nakikita mo yung other applications, diba, other mga freelancers, na parang feeling niya mas magaling pa sa kanya. So, hindi na siya mag-a-apply. Hindi na ako mag-freelancer, hindi pala ako adequate, hindi ako equipped. Diba? Wala na ng freelancer, tigilan na natin, kalokohan na to. So, yung ganun. So, yeah, I think.
Welcome to Super Freelancers PH podcast. We are Candice and Margaret. We're friends and business partners, and we'll talk about freelancing and life as creative entrepreneurs. We usually talk on a daily basis and discuss the freelancing space and talk about our experience navigating the landscape of a modern freelancer. So why not make it a podcast and let you join in, right? Let you hear some of our thoughts about freelancing and hopefully give you some inspiration to get out, create, and bring your ideas to life. Subscribe to Super Freelancers PH wherever you find your podcast and expect weekly uploads from us as we break down the latest trends in freelancing. Okay, now it's clear, it's time to do some freelancing. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Super Freelancers PH podcast. This is Candice, and here with me is
Margaret.
So we'd like to thank everyone who watched or listened to our previous podcast. So that's episode 7, Clients from Hell. So if hindi nyo pa napanood, you can watch or listen to it in YouTube or in Spotify or in iTunes, and let us know your personal stories with your experiences with your clients from hell.
Yep.
So before we start this episode, please subscribe to this podcast. We have new episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe to Super Freelancers PH on Spotify, iTunes, Breaker, or wherever you may find your podcast. Or if you prefer a video version of this podcast where you can see us talking, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Article and Design. Also, if you think someone can benefit from this, please feel free to share.
Yes, guys. Sharing is caring.
Yeah. So for today's episode, we are going to talk about imposters.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, so today we're going to discuss or talk about how to overcome imposter syndrome and self-doubt for Filipino freelancers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
ano nga ba?
Syndrome. Candice.
Yes, ano nga ba yun? So, imposter syndrome is the inability to internalize your achievements.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it manifests itself as a feeling that you feel like you don't have the skills to be at the level of freelancing you're at, or you don't feel like you don't deserve your work or your clients that you have right now, or the income that you're earning right now because you feel you are inadequate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And sometimes, yung mga ganitong mga feeling, nagmamanifest siya through that inner voice inside you.
Sa'yo mismo.
Parang, tapos, sinasabi ng inner voice na yun na you're not good enough, naswertehan mo lang yung client na yan, or hindi mo talaga deserve na mag-pricing ng ganito, hindi mo deserve yung income na ganyan, hindi mo deserve yung clients that you have right now. Mm-hmm. But that little voice inside you is not your conscience, or it's not even your higher self, pero parang it's that negative inner voice trying to downplay you.
Yeah, probably you can call it like your own demons, diba?
Yes, yeah, your inner demon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oo. And wala siyang, kumbaga, parang mabuting naidudulot sa'yo. Kasi you're always downplaying yourself. You feel like hindi mo kaya. But the truth is, you're actually doing really good work. Kaya lang, feeling mo lang talaga, hindi mo siya na-achieve yung gusto mong i-achieve. Mm-hmm. Kasi meron, feeling mo na parang fake ka. Feeling mo, yun nga, imposter ka. Yes, feeling mo, you're just a cheater, you're a fraud, you don't really deserve everything that you have right now or the achievements that you have.
Yeah, that's why imposter, no? imposter
Yes.
syndrome.
Do you think, Margaret, is it a psychological illness or
No. No, definitely. It's not a psychological illness, and not because I'm saying it. Nabasa ko rin siya. From, I forgot sino yung doctor na yun. Ang imposter syndrome daw, it's not a it's not an illness. Kasi it's actually a recurring emotional experience. Diba? Kasi hindi naman siya mawawala eh. Hindi siya mawawala eh. I think what you can do is just to manage it. Diba? Kasi, I mean, as humans, never naman na perfect yung feeling kasi natin, Candice, eh, diba? Kahit na, for example, kahit na naka-achieve ka na ng mga ganito, ganyan, naka-build ka na ng mga business, or naka-close ka na mga 1 million client deals, meron pa rin kasi talagang something. Nobody's perfect. Diba? So, meron pa rin parang self-doubts, limiting beliefs. So, hindi siya nawawala. Kaya nga, ang psychological illness daw, we will just leave yung reference nito, no? Because I forgot yung name. But ang imposter syndrome is not a psychological illness. It's a recurring emotional experience. Kaya nga tama yung sinasabi mo na it's your demons inside of you. Diba? It's your parang negative thoughts. Parang ganun.
So, babalik at babalik din siya at
babalik
one point.
So, you just have
another.
We just have to learn how to overcome. Kaya nga, we're talking about it now.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
And based din sa research, diba, sabi nila 70% daw of people experience imposter feelings. And yung nagko-comprise ng 70% are usually creative entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
Siguro majority talaga ng Filipino freelancers, hindi talaga naiiwasan na makaka-experience ng ganitong syndrome.
I think, I bet my button for sure.
Yeah. But can you share your personal experience with imposter syndrome?
Totoo. Kaya nga, sabi ko sure ako kasi alam ko ako. And a few of them, like Benny, actually all of my friends, naka-experience sila. Even you, diba? We know it.
Yes.
Diba? Yeah, of course. Kasi in my case, personally, example ito. Ito Super Freelancers PH. Diba?
Yeah.
Matagal na natin ito pinag-usapan, like years pa, diba? Like yung A&D, article design, yung aming agency, and then yung creative lab. So we're back and forth as an idea and everything. Pero ako kasi, and well, ikaw busy ka din nun. Pero ako din, ang actually problema ko, diba? We know it. Like, nagda-doubt ako sa self ko. Diba?
Yes.
If Candice, kaya ba natin? Or dapat ba? Pwede na ba tayong magturo? Yung mga ganun. So, one of those imposter syndrome, feeling ko inadequate ako to teach. Even though, it's not bragging, guys, no? Even though na I've been working sa ganito for like 7-8 years na. So, I felt inadequate pa rin. Alam mo yung ganun? So, kasi sabi ko na hindi ako pwede mag-share ng knowledge. Hindi ako pwede. Alam mo yan?
Parang hindi ka equip, gano'n.
Oo. But I'm thankful nga din, guys, na tinulungan ako ni Candice. Parang binigyan niya ako ng support, ng moral na, hey, hindi, ganito, ganyan. So, nag-pep talk kami.
Moral support, hindi financial.
Parang ganun. So, it's one of those things. And even yung mga simple things, Candice, na parang client work. Parang sa freelancing, di ba, nagsi-side hustle tayo. So, sa freelancing, pag may nakuha akong client na parang it's like a big deal or something, parang feeling ko, kaya ko ba to? Parang gano'n. Kailangan ko ba siguro pag-aralan lahat bago ko gagawin to? Yung, di ba, lumalabas yung the perfectionist mo kasi, di ba, yun yung mga isang reason bakit ka nagkakaroon ng imposter syndrome kasi gusto mo, akala mo, kailangan mo matutunan lahat bago ka maging adequate.
Before, yes, that's true.
Ganun. So, yun. Yeah. Yun. Madami pa, actually, but yun yung a few. Ikaw naman, ano sa'yo?
Ako, siguro, nangyari siya very recent. Siguro last week. Tapos, hindi ko, kasi kakatapos ko lang mag-edit ng isang video. for the article and design page. Tapos, I asked Chris. Chris is one of our super friends.
Yeah.
Tapos I asked her if our videos look okay, the editing, does it look okay? Or kasi I don't want it to look na very amateur.
Yeah.
Parang gusto ko talaga na like, it looks good. Kaya lang, pag napopost na yung video, parang feeling ko, ang pangit ng video, parang ganun. So I asked for her feedback and then she said, it's good, it's okay yung editing, ganyan. And then after that, siguro hindi pa rin ako naniniwala. So I asked Margaret. Sorry, Chris. But thank you, Chris.
But Chris kasi guys, is a good, it's a good parang judge.
Critique. Yes.
Kasi she,
true.
not because she's our friend, but nagsasabi siya talaga ng blunt, ng totoo.
Like no filter.
No filter. So, yeah. So, hindi ka pa rin naniniwala.
Parang may doubts pa rin. Although I was happy when she said na the editing is actually good. Na hindi siya cheap. Yun pala yung word, na hindi siya cheap. No? And then, after that, I asked you, diba, I told you, can you give me feedback regarding sa recent video that I posted? And then, yun, she said na, yeah, it's okay, it's good, ganyan. So, in a way, na parang na at least din ako, na okay pala yung video, ganyan. So, I can continue. Kasi if you have imposter syndrome, nakaka-paralyze talaga siya.
Oo.
Na parang may parts sa'yo na ayoko na to gawin.
Kasi feeling mo nga kasi talaga inadequate ka. At the secret is kasi guys, she has this like character na she wants, yung maganda talaga na output. Kaya she takes and everything. Tapos, kasi siya yung aming parang video editor, siya yung sa ating mga social media branding, etc. So, very, very critical siya and practical siya sa mga ganun. So, yeah, I understand. Kaya nagkakaroon siya ng mga feeling of inadequacy. But, maganda naman yung mga ginagawa niya, guys, eh. Even sa us, sa clients and everything. Yeah, ewan ko nga sa kanya, bakit? Sarap nga batukan minsan eh.
Kasi nga we're both introverts. Feeling ko factor din yun. And we finally decided to make this podcast. Ang dami kong hesitations, like, oh my God, can I really do it? Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Ganun, sobrang dami. But right now, we are already on episode 8. So, now overcome din yung fear eventually.
Yeah. So guys, as we've said, we're just like you. We're all also freelancers, business owners, just like you guys. Tao din kami. So we did this not because sinasabi namin na superior na kami or whatever.
That's true.
No, we're just same as any other person na may mga imposter syndrome, na natatakot, na nagsi-self-doubt. Yeah, I understand. Totoo, yung before kami nag-start ng podcast namin, ang dami talagang doubts. Ayaw natin, Candice, no? Kasi medyo introverts kami, mahihain kami, hindi lang halata.
Hindi masyado.
But I think we're comfortable now, no?
Yes.
Kasi nagkaroon ng feedback, nagkaroon ng mga questions, nagkaroon ng mga connections with fellow freelancers. Tapos, we're doing something good naman pala kasi ang mission namin, guys, is to serve more people.
Yes.
Is to serve more freelancers to transform their lives. So, little by little, nagagawa yung mission namin and then naging comfortable kami, nawawala konti yung imposter syndrome.
Yung mga apprehensions,
yeah.
How does imposter syndrome manifest? Sa mga external manifestation niya. So, isa doon is, as creatives or as freelancers, so, parang generally, we are people pleasers, no?
Kasi nagsiserve tayo ng mga output diba? Especially sa clients.
Yes! So, parang gusto talaga natin na every time we're going to submit something, parang gusto natin sa first submission pa lang, okay na to. Parang ayoko ng mga revisions, like, okay na to. Perfect na to, parang ganun. So, parang in a way, if binabalik ng client na, may paparevise ako, no matter how small the revision, parang you feel bad for yourself na, ay, bakit? Parang, hindi pa ba yun sapat?
Kulang pa ba ako? Oo.
Ganon, diba? So, meron pa pang ibang manifestation ng imposter syndrome.
As freelancers, ang dami.
Yes.
For example, yung mga freelancers na ang preferred nila is bidding for jobs, 'di ba?
Oo.
Because there are platforms like Upwork, you have to bid, 'di ba, for projects. Ganon. So, kasi magpapadala ka ng proposals mo yan, 'di ba? Mag-apply ka and everything. So, I think yung magmamanifesto sa mga freelancers na alam nila sa sarili nila actually na kaya naman nila yung project, na pwede sila mag-apply doon. Pero since nakita nila yung kasi nakikita mo yung other applications, diba, other mga freelancers na parang feeling niya mas magaling pa sa kanya. So, hindi na siya mag-apply. Hindi na ako mag-freelancer. Hindi pala ako adequate. Hindi ako equipped. Diba? Wala na freelancer. Tigilan na natin kalokohan na to. So, yeah, normally, I think it happens. For sure. Diba? Kahit sa ganun. Kasi yung inadequacy and yung hindi ka equipped, laging pumapasok sa'yo sa utak mo.
Oo, yes.
But no, guys. Wag.
Kaya, ito yung mga advice namin, paano nyo mamamanage or ma-overcome yung imposter syndrome. So, number 1 is to recognize your negative thoughts and work to change them.
Yeah.
So, discern what thoughts are from you and not from you. So, kailangan mo i-distinguish kung ano yung thoughts from Candice and thoughts that are not from Candice. So, try nyo siya
Candice the demon.
Yes. And the other Candice na the imposter, trying to downplay you. So, yun nga, kasi imposter syndrome, so meaning, hindi talaga siya based on reality. So, it's just your mind trying to scare you, trying to feed you with negative thoughts, with self-doubt, and so yung gagawin mo is to recognize that these thoughts are just fleeting. Aalis and aalis dito. Parang you just sit with it. And then after that, let go mo na siya. Ialis mo na siya. Kasi walang mangyayaring or madudulot na mabuti kung you're just going to think of all those negative thoughts. Kasi mapaparalyze ka lang din.
Oo. Wala ka nang magagawa. Diba?
So, yung mga negative thoughts, like, ang daming freelancers na mas magaling sa akin. So, kailangan mo siyang i-let go. And you stop comparing yourself to other people. If meron mo nagbibigay sa'yo ng advice sa ibang people, pero yung advice is disguised lang siya as advice, pero actually parang critic na siya sa'yo or trying to discourage you, do not take it by heart. Palabas mo lang siya sa other ear. And then move on to another project.
Kasi guys, yun nga, sabi ni Candice, pag hinayaan mo yun na pumasok sa utak mo, then it's gonna be a hellhole. Alam mo yun? Wala na talaga. So, ganun na lang lagi yung life mo, diba? Negative thoughts na lang. Wala ka naman. Yeah, that's true. You have to be a risk taker.
Yeah.
Diba? So, kaya nagkakaroon ng imposter syndrome kasi nga takot tayo, 'di ba? May fear na involved. So, kailangan you have to be a risk taker. Kailangan masanay ka din na doing things out of your comfort zones, 'di ba? So, para maano mo yung ma-learn mo how to accept failures and how to accept reality, 'di ba? Kasi kung all your life nag-live ka sa fear, wala ka nang gagawin, guys, dapat. Diba? Wala ka na dapat gawin. Kasi nakakatakot na lahat. Nakakatakot mag-send ng email sa client. Nakakatakot pag mag-comment dun sa Super Freelancers PH group. Ano ba yung ganun? So guys, regardless, ano yan, you have to get out of your comfort zone. So i-try nyo, for example, takot kayo siguro mag-send ng email sa client. Kunwari, hindi yun yung isa yung parang pinaka-favorite na ginagawa as a freelancer. subukan mo mag-send ng email lang, lagi, kahit na once a day. Kunwari, kung ganun yung lead generation nyo, strategy, getting clients, subukan mo. Mag-send ka na mag-send ng email. Total, hindi ka naman nakikita diba? So, subukan mo, mag-send ka na mag-send ng email. Then hanggang sa parang you're comfortable na okay lang naman pala, hindi naman pala harmless masyado. Diba? Na mag-send ng proposals. Diba? Alam mo yun? Kung involved ka din sa mga Facebook groups like Super Freelancers PH, may mga gusto kang question, pero takot ka kay Candice and Margaret. Overcome that fear. Kasi si Candice and Margaret, they don't bite. Alam mo yun?
Yeah, that's true.
So,
and we can't bite you.
Diba? So, comment ka guys, mag-ask ka doon. Like, Candice, Margaret, pwede nyo ba i-check yung portfolio ko? Parang gano'n.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get out of your comfort zones. Yung nga sabi ko, kahit yung mga maliliit lang, start ka muna sa maliit na bagay hanggang sa lalaki na siya ng lalaki. So, hanggang sa yung fear mo nababawasan na parang hindi naman pala mahirap mag-send ng proposal sa client, diba? And then kung na-reject ka, at least you learn from the failure. So masasanay ka na rin na okay lang naman din pala ma-reject kasi ibig sabihin hindi siya para sa akin, diba?
Oo. Mas alam mo kung saan ka mag-i-improve.
Exactly. So yun guys, be a risk-taker. Get out of your comfort zones.
Yes.
Para maano mo yung fear mo, ma-overcome mo. Diba? So what's next, Candice? What's number 3?
Next is be a mentor. Siguro, other people would be wondering na may imposter syndrome na nga, tapos gusto mo pa akong maging mentor. Di ba? Parang sobrang ironic. But this is actually a good coping mechanism for you to conquer or manage your imposter syndrome. Kasi everything that you have been through nung times na sobrang noob ka pa lang sa ginagawa mo, you can teach it to other freelancers who are struggling or who are trying to overcome imposter syndrome as well. So you can also try to teach others through workshops and videos, or you can try to make your own online course.
Yeah.
And then try to help them, at least virtually man lang. Syempre, you can't really reach out to all of them individually. Pero through workshops and videos, maybe you can help them try to manage also their imposter syndrome. Kasi you've been there.
Yeah.
And that na experiences mo, you can share it to them and how you were able to overcome it.
Or guys, Candice, yung iba naman na hindi man ayaw, yung parang hindi ba sila comfortable to create videos, online courses, yung mga ganun-ganon, or Facebook groups, mga ganon. What they can do is actually to create a blog. Diba? Mag-blog muna sila. Ang daming free blogs platform dyan. They can start with it. Diba? They could teach people kung anong pinagdadaanan nila. Kasi for sure, like, even influencers, guys, diba? Pag nakakapanood tayo ng mga influencers, kahit sila din naman, diba, sinasabi nila yung mga problems nila. Like, sinasabi nila na may depression sila, may anxiety, nagkakaroon sila ng mga kung ano-anong problema. Tapos, tiniteach nila paano na-overcome yun. Din, diba? So, it's a way for them actually to also help themselves. Diba? Or, if level up na kayo, may spare camera kayo, or even your iPhones or Androids, pwede kayo mag-start ng vlog. Diba?
Yes, pwede.
Mamamonetize nyo pa, di ba? Nagka-pera pa kayo. Kumikitang kabuhayan pa kayo habang overcome nyo yung imposter syndrome. Diba? So, gumawa kayo ng vlog, di ba? Like, shout out to Candice. May vlog siya, guys. It's coming. So, I hope you support it.
Yes, please stay tuned.
So, create kayo ng vlog. Just express yourself. I think it's really important, no? Na i-express.
Yeah, especially right now.
Especially right now na lahat tayo halos nakakulong. Diba?
Oo.
Yeah. Be a mentor. Regardless, hindi naman sasabihin na, ito naman, imposter syndrome naman eh. Kailangan ko PhD para maging mentor ako. Hindi naman gano'n, guys. Diba? Like kami, like tayo, Candice, diba? Nakikinig tayo kahit sa mga 20 years old. Diba?
Yes. Oh.
21 lang kami. So, nakikinig.
Hindi masyadong halata.
So, nakikinig kami sa mga mas bata sa amin. Diba?
Mm.
Ganun. So, yeah, be a mentor, guys. Try to teach and express yourself in what form or platform you're comfortable. So, ganun.
Okay, so number 4 tip on how to manage your imposter syndrome is to surrender to the real you. So, hindi natin napapansin, but we are actually our own harshest critique.
Yeah.
Sometimes we are not really our own biggest fan, and we're not really so kind to ourselves na mismo sa sarili natin, we tell ourselves na hindi mo kaya, you're not good enough. Alam mo yun? Parang wala ka nang wala ka nang ibang kakampi, tapos yung self mo, dina-downplay mo pa. So, yun yung sinasabi nila na hindi in alignment yung what you do, what you think, and what you tell other people. So, yun yung effect ng imposter syndrome. Hindi ka in alignment with yourself and what you tell other people. I saw this video on YouTube. Tapos sabi niya na parang we have our true self, and yung isa is we have our masked self. Ito yung pinapakita natin sa other people. And we think na yung nakikita ng ibang tao is our masked self. But in reality, what they're actually seeing is our true self. Oo. So, parang tayo lang yung nag-iisip na yung nakikita nila is our masked self. So, that masked self that forms a gap between your true self, your present self, and your future self. Yeah. So, you take off that gap, you just throw it away, para you are in connection with your future self. And syempre, yung future self mo kasi, you see that person as very successful, you see that person na sobrang daming clients, na merong consistent earning every month.
Yeah. Na super freelancer. Diba?
Yes, na super freelancer. So, tanggalin mo yung gap na andyan sa middle na that's trying to stop you from being that future self, and just be authentic and be yourself. Yeah. Sobrang cliche niya, but you have to remember that yourself is the best marketing tool that you have.
Yeah, totoo. Kasi, especially now, guys, ang mga tao nag-resonate sila with your true self, yourself, your character, diba?
Yes.
Nag-resonate sila sa kung sino ka, diba? Kung sino ka, like, very rampant ngayon, guys, and it's working really well, yung personal branding, diba? Yeah, so yung personal branding and business branding minsan nagiging isa na lang siya eh, diba? For example, kasi yung tao nag-resonate na kung sino ka. So, the more na authentic ka, the more na, na mas makaka-relate yung tao sa'yo.
Oo.
That's true. Surrender to the real you.
Yes.
Take off that yung, kumbaga, lining nung mask, yung mask na yan. Take it off. Take it off! Take it off, guys. Kailangan yan. Diba? Get naked. I mean, like, figuratively, Get naked.
For real.
Yeah, just be real. Just be you. Just be authentic. Diba? Mabibisto akong plastic eh.
True. Kasi, makikita na yung inconsistencies mo if you're not your real self. So, be you, because you do you.
You do you. So, the last step, guys, is number 5, actually, is not all you see in social media is perfect. Diba? Kasi, simple lang. Nag-open tayo ng Instagram. Diba Instagram is very visual, Candice? Like,
yes,
kasi siya, parang spread siya ng mga magagandang photos. Diba? So, nakita mo yung friend mo, ang dami niyang post sa, let's say, ano ba magandang bansa, Candice? Ano bang favorite mo na city? Country? Korea?
Yes, Korea.
So, nakita mo yung friend mo, hindi sa North Korea, sa South Korea. Nag-post siya ang daming, nag-flood siya ng pictures sa South Korea. Tapos, kasama niya ang sabihin natin fiancé niya kasi engaged na siya. Diba? Tapos nandun sila sa, ano bang magandang lugar sa Korea? Gangnam? Cheongdam? Ganon?
Sige, Gangnam.
Sabihin na natin Gangnam. Diba? So, nandun sila sa Gangnam, kumakain sila ng masarap na ice cream or yung corn dog. Diba? Yung ganon. So, parang ang saya-saya na picture nila, guys. Alam mo ngayon? Tapos ikaw, nandun ka sa, work from home ka, di ba? Nandun ka sa kwarto mo, na ang gulo-gulo kasi hindi mo maayos-ayos. Tapos, nabada ka dito sa kabilang upuan kaya hindi mo magamit yun. Alam mo yung ganun, yung mga file ng clothes mo na pinilo mo, hindi mo pa nilagay sa quarantine mo na dyan. Alam mo yun? So, ikaw nandun, tapos nagka-PJs ka lang, nagka-pajama ka, pambahay. So, ang gulo-gulo ng buhok mo. Just to make bakit siya? Ang buhay niya. Alam mo yung ganun. Pero, hindi ko naman sinasabi na hindi talaga maganda yung buhay niya. What we're trying to say is you have to separate the social media from the real life. Ibig sabihin, totoo naman yung life ng friend mo na yun. Pero, hindi ibig sabihin yung life niya is 100% perfect. Diba?
Yes.
Ibig sabihin, tao lang din siya. May mga problema din sila. After, malay mo pala guys, after nung ice cream, pag tinapon niyo yung ice cream doon sa fiancé niyo, maayos. Diba? Ano mo yung
ganun? Yes.
So, hindi, yun nga, di ba sabi nga ng iba, hindi lahat na nakikita natin sa social media, yun daw. Kasi yung behind the scenes is actually...
Yes, exactly.
Diba? So, yung ganun guys, yung huwag tayong masyado magpa-apekto sa kung ano nakikita natin sa social media culture. Diba? Admit it, Candice. We're just humans nagsiselos tayo minsan, di ba? So,
that's true.
Tapos, tinitingnan natin sa sarili natin, wala na talaga siguro akong pag-asa. Never na ako pupunta sa Gangnam with a handsome boyfriend. Alam mo yung fiancé. Alam mo yung nakakain ng corn dog. Magpapapicture. Alam mo yung ganun? So, no guys, I mean, you just have to understand na hindi lahat ng tao, they live a really perfect life.
Yes.
Kung perfect, ano pang purpose na naglilive tayo? Diba? Kung worth, wala naman pala eh. Diba?
Hindi siya pwede maging basis.
Oo. Hindi siya pwede maging
basis. Yung social media.
So, separate mo yung social media lagi from the real life. Okay?
So guys, sabi nga ni Margaret kanina, diba? The imposter syndrome, hindi siya psychological illness. But it's just a recurring emotion. And I think that's what makes us human, to feel these emotions na alam natin na babalik din yung ganitong feeling. Or emotion. But at least, if babalik din naman yung ganun na emotions, we know how to get rid of them or overcome them or try to manage them. So just remember those tips we gave you. So number 1 is to recognize your negative thoughts and work to change them. Discern what thoughts are from you and not from you. Number 2 is be a risk taker and get out of your comfort zones. Number 3 is be a mentor. Number 4, surrender to the real you. And number 5, not all you see in social media is perfect.
Yeah.
Just remember those tips and you will be okay.
Yes, guys.
So we hope you guys learned something from this episode. We would love to hear your experiences about imposter syndrome and how you were able to conquer it. So if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to this podcast. We have new episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe to Super Freelancers PH on Spotify, iTunes, Breaker, or wherever you may find your podcast. Or if you prefer a video version of this podcast where you can see us talking, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Article and Design.
Yep.
Also, if you think someone can benefit from this, please feel free to share.
So yeah, thank you so much guys for listening, and we hope this episode will help you to become the super freelancer and inspire you to be globally competitive. And we hope this podcast helped you in bringing out the best version of yourselves. So we appreciate if you can leave us any comments, guys, and share your experiences because we love to hear from you. Okay, so you guys are the superheroes of the digital world. We appreciate you and have fun in freelancing. We will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Super Freelancers PH with Candice and Margaret. If you'd like us to discuss certain topics about Filipino freelancing skills and tips, please connect with us through our social media accounts. On Facebook, we are called Article and Design. On Instagram, our handle is article_design. And join us on our Facebook group called Super Freelancers PH. Thanks once again and see you on the next episode.